you waiting, huh?
Hello everyone! Today we are going to talk about Nintendo and its recent announcement. As of this morning, Nintendo announced their latest Indie World Showcase. The Direct will be live streamed and it will be about 20 minutes long and it will focus on indie titles coming to the Nintendo Switch. The Direct will air at 10 AM Pacific Time, 1 PM Eastern Time, 5 PM in UK and 6 PM in Europe. Now, I know this is not the Direct everyone was hoping for. All of us can't wait to get a general Direct to see what type of games we will be getting for 2020. But this gives credence to a rumor that was started last week. Basically, an article from VentureBeat revealed some interesting details about the Direct for this month, and this recent announcement from Nintendo confirms it, at least partially. According to the article, we will have not one but 2 Directs this month. The first one will be on March 18 and it will be an Indie World Showcase, and on March 26 we will have a general Direct. Nintendo pretty much validated this rumor, at least the part with the Indie Showcase, because in Japan it will be March 18 when they will livestream this event. Does this mean the second part will become true as well? Will we get the Direct we all have been waiting for? Or will we be left with nothing but false hope? Honestly, I hope this happens, and this announcement only enforces this rumor's validity. After this Direct tomorrow, Nintendo will most likely make an announcement by the end of the week about the next Direct, if it is happening. So, what proof does the article have that 2 Directs will be this month? Recently, the company updated its Nintendo Direct playlist on its Japanese YouTube account. The last time it did that, it was a week before the Animal Crossing Direct. But the main reason might be that Nintendo is reaching the end of its fiscal year on March 31. And like all big companies, they need to assure investors what their future lineup is in order to generate revenue. Whether this will lead to a new general Direct after this one, we will just have to wait and see. Now, let us go back to this Indie World Showcase. Let's remember that many great indie titles are on the Switch. You have amazing games like Stardew Valley, Cuphead, Golf Story, Hollow Knight, Dead Cells, and Katana Zero, just to name a few. All great games that can't get enough praise. The Switch in itself is an amazing place for indie developers to put their games. If you put your indie game on Steam, it might be forgotten. At least on the Switch it gets a better chance due to its high install base and indie-friendly behavior from Nintendo. One of the keys to the Switch's appeal for indie developers is Nintendo's attitude and the relative ease of developing for the Switch. In the past, it's been hard for smaller creators to even get in touch with a company, and once they did, platforms like the Wii U weren't exactly simple to develop for. That is why many didn't want to develop games on that system. But that's changed with the Switch. Since launch, the console has supported middleware engines that developers use, such as Unity, Unreal Engine, and Game Maker Studio. So, what type of indie titles will we see on the Switch? This is just my opinion, so I have no idea if any of these games will be on the Direct tomorrow. One can only hope. Well, first off, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that we will finally get a release date for Hollow Knight Silksong. This is the sequel to the amazing game Hollow Knight from 2017. This 2D Metroidvania action-adventure game is an amazing masterpiece and it plays flawlessly on the Switch. It sold almost 3 million copies. In February last year, a sequel was announced to the game named Hollow Knight Silksong. But even to this day, we do not know when it will be released. If Nintendo wants to make this Direct a smash, pun intended, this is a game that needs to be on the Direct tomorrow, or I will be very sad. Well, besides this game, I want to see the release dates for Sports Story, Crosscode, Eastward, and Axiom Verge 2. Those games still haven't gotten a concrete release date yet. Some of these games are supposed to be released this year, so maybe releasing them in the first part of the year might help Nintendo with the draft they usually have with game releases in this period. Another game that I would absolutely love to see come to the system would be Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium is a strange RPG, but strange in a good way. It allows you to shape your personality based on any choice you make, even the most mundane ones, like smoking a cigar or having a drink. You play the role of a cop who lost his memories in the middle of an investigation. How did you lose your memory, you ask? Well, let's just say it has something to do with a lot of alcohol. The game is heavy on dialogue choices and skill checks, where even what you think can influence an outcome of an encounter. It has a lot of reading, and I mean a lot of reading. So one of the things they would need to do is to make that baby huge, so even a blind man can read. Due to its quirky nature, I think it would fit very nicely with the system. Another game that I would absolutely love to see on the Switch is Spelunky. This award-winning 2D roguelike/platformer is on every platform but the Switch, and this is a real shame. This game is absolutely perfect on the Switch. I cannot believe it still hasn't been ported yet. I mean, this game is even on the PlayStation Vita. This game was released in 2008 and people have been requesting this port for years now. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe they will announce this game coming to the Switch alongside Spelunky 2. Can you imagine that? Announcing not just the first game but the sequel to it as well. It would be amazing. The last game in my list is Pyre. The developers of this game already ported their other two titles to the system, meaning Transistor and Bastion. This game has an amazing art style with a unique tactical battle system. The story is also superb. You'll meet unique and quirky characters and you'll have to make hard choices to progress further into the story. You can even lose your characters along the way, just like a Fire Emblem game. The developers themselves said that they are interested to see this game on the Switch, but it will take time. Well, honestly, now is the perfect time to just drop it on the eShop. And those are all my speculations for this Indie World Showcase. Many, if not all my ramblings might not come true. We will just have to wait and see tomorrow what Nintendo will reveal to us. Still, until then, I am curious to read your comments below about this. What games are you expecting to be announced tomorrow? Do you think the next General Direct will be next week? I really hope so. Well, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel and share the video. If you didn't enjoy it, hit the dislike. I hope you all have a fantastic day and wish you all the best. Goodbye everyone.